dog core exercise. This is a great beginner-friendly exercise for anyone looking to just build their overall core strength if you've just had a baby, or you're having a baby and maybe even you're pregnant, or maybe you just have lower back pain and you don't know how to engage your core muscles. This is a great exercise to start with. What you're gonna do, start on your hands and knees. First thing to check for is that shoulders are right on top of your wrists. So we don't want our arms here, we want our arms here. Wrist right underneath your shoulders. Next thing we're checking for is 90-degree angles at our hips, our knees, and our ankles, okay? If you've got all that, you're in a great starting position. From there, we wanna make sure there's no arch in our lower back. So step here is just rotating here. So we're putting our spine in what's called a neutral position. So we're not tucking it all the way under, we're just engaging. So we should feel muscles working here, muscles turned on, shoulders over your wrists, knees, ankles, hips, 90 degrees, core nice and tight. And then from this motion, all you're going to do is raise one arm and your opposite leg. So if you're doing this really early in the morning, sometimes it's a fun little brain challenge to wake up your brain. But if I'm lifting my right arm, I'm gonna lift my left leg. So from here, I've done all my checks, my core is engaged, my arm and leg are going out. When we get to full extension, see my toe here on my left leg, flex. So I'm not leaving my toe all dangly, I'm flexing here, pulling my toe to my shin, I'm holding this position. Once you're out in this position, here's a few checks that you wanna do. Re-engage your core. So sometimes what will happen is your body starts to compensate, so we wanna re-engage our core, and once we're here, check in with this hip. A lot of times this hip's gonna wanna rotate here, so re-engage core, squeeze this glute to make sure both of my hips are parallel, and squeeze my left glute to hold my leg up. We're gonna hold, come back down. And now I'm gonna reset again, re-squeeze. Now my left arm's going up and my right leg. Same motion. When I get to full extension, flex the ankle, engage the core, check in with the hip here, and squeeze my right glute. Hold 3, 2, 1, back down. Make sure you're maintaining your breath, not holding your breath, out, slow and controlled, and holding for a solid 2 to 3 seconds at the top. If I give you the front view of what I mean by the hip rotating there, we'll go through the movement again. Core tight, out. So what you will feel, see this hip here? You'll feel this hip want to stick out because that's your body's way of compensating for there no being balance here. But that's when we want our core to kick in to stabilize us. So we're just squeezing, squeezing, and holding here. Back down, squeeze, out, do all your checks, and hold. Oftentimes when I see people do these, they're doing this. You are not getting anything from that exercise other than working your brain by raising your right hand and your left leg. So make sure you slow the movement down, talk to your muscles. It's that mind-muscle connection, deep core, glutes, hips, up, hold, and repeat. Again, if you do less reps with better form and you feel it more, it's way more productive than doing 20 reps of what I just showed there. That's bird dogs. Give them a try. Hopefully this is helpful.